Hey everybody, I'm SpectralStar and welcome back to another Let's Watch Death Battle. Today I'm taking a little bit easy because, well, I've been sick and kind of just want to sit, chill. It's been a busy Thanksgiving, 4 days off, and plus I had my work vacation for a little while and it was really nice and I enjoyed it, and thank God because I got sick through it because, well, you know, then I would have to miss work and, well, nobody likes that. But today we have a death battle, and we're going to react to it. It's Deku from My Hero Academia versus Asta from Black Clover. I don't know anything about Black Clover, but I love My Hero Academia. So there's so many animes I can watch at a time, especially since I have a job and a gaming life and also a cleaning my house life and a bachelor life and all that. So it gets kind of wild out there, you know, hardly any time for myself. But anyways, you didn't come here to listen to me bitch about my life. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh yeah, forgot the old headphone.
My Hero Academia's super student straight out of UA High.
Asta, the anti-magical ass kicker from Black Clover.
If you hear me sniffle or wipe my nose, I'm sorry.
Just
being cold, being sick.
You from achieving your dreams.
As long as you're a fictional character in a fantasy world. I mean, as long as you've got your friends by your side, you'll pack a hell of a punch. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
These JoJo poses, man.
Izuku Midoriya wanted only one thing from life: to be a beacon of hope, just like his idol, the #1 ranked superhero in Japan,
All Might.
Too bad he was born a freak with no powers. You heard right. This is like a reverse X-Men thing where 80% of the
come on,
population
Mom. You
gets
really
red
doing that in front of him?
superpowers, or quirks
I
as
don't
they're
blame
called,
you.
while the remaining fifth are
I mean, I do
stuck
kind
as
of,
basic
because he doesn't have a
witches,
quirk.
or as his spiky-haired bully Bakugo called him, Deku.
That's a pun on the Japanese word dekunobu, meaning good for nothing.
Oof.
Persevering despite his basic bitchedness, Midoriya got the chance to prove his quirkless heroic mettle against this giant sludge monster, much to the surprise of one
Looked like he kinda had a bushy mustache.
almighty onlooker.
His body secretly decaying from a horrific injury, All Might needed to find the one who would inherit his all-powerful quirk.
And All Might didn't want just anybody. The hero world was filled with glory seekers in it for
Oh,
fame
boy.
and money. All Might wanted someone whose
I love
body
her.
moved on its own to save
Giant
someone.
lady.
He saw exactly that in young Midoriya.
Can't remember her
and gave him
exact
one of the
name.
most powerful quirks in the world, one for all.
That was the problem. Even after bulking up from lad to Chad, the recoil from even one
Yeah, he
punch
spent,
would
like,
shatter all the bones in
a
his
whole
arm.
summer
So he
or
trained to
something
be able to handle his
right
gift
before
at the superhero school
UA,
of his dreams,
after gaining the
UA
abilities.
High.
Well, he
That's
had to
when he
gain the
decided
abilities
to
by
own
training
the
his
name
body.
used as a cudgel against him for so many years. Turns out, Deku can also be an abbreviation for Dekiru, someone who can do anything.
Exactly
I think that's the way it went, right? It's been a while.
One for All allows Deku to release absolutely absurd amounts of strength from different parts of his body, with super moves named after U.S. cities and states.
Oh yeah, this game. I've got a
Still
Let's
can't
Play on
access
it.
all of his power safely, though. Using 100% will quickly destroy his body, which is
Check
why
out
he
my
learned to
gaming
distribute
stuff.
his strength evenly across
Appreciate
his body,
it.
a technique known as full cowling. This lets him increase his speed and durability as well, making him more all-rounded and shifting focus to his own interpretation of One for All inspired by
yo
his
moves.
Palkita shoot style.
Where he pulls out a Glock and blows your brains out. Okay, not really, but in keeping with One for All's rabbit theme, he trades All Might's signature punches for kicks. My version's better. You ever seen Rabbit versus Gun?
Oh my
and I know how
God.
it plays out.
Considering the much
My
higher muscle mass
God.
of a human's legs, shoot style allowed Deku to output even more power while
was
giving
messed
his
up.
arms a break. A break from a break.
And despite being a classic melee build, Deku can fight at range by punching powerful gusts of air and even precisely aim them with specially designed gloves.
Deku has an encyclopedic knowledge of quirks and is always analyzing their strengths and weaknesses.
This is his
mid-battle,
biggest
even if it
advantage.
does sound a little weird.
Despite only barely getting accepted in the first place, Deku quickly became
He
one
just
of
studies
Class
people.
1A's
It's-
most dependable fighters.
It's his
Because,
most
somehow
amazing
these students are
ability,
constantly getting
is to
drafted
study
into
people.
literal wars
Kinda like
against
Goku with the
murderous
mimicking.
supervillains.
Except he
Midoriya's
doesn't mimic, he
successes in
just builds
battle
his
against ruthless criminals
abilities
like
around
Snake,
people's
Muscular, and Overhaul
quirks.
came much to his old bully's chagrin. Where Bakugo was a child prodigy, he now found himself overshadowed by his hard-working rival, and the two would use their mutual respect and animosity to motivate each other to
Lots
get
of animosity.
Classic
A little bit of salt.
They're only solving
Whole
their
bunch of
problems
pepper.
by pounding the living tar out of each other.
Luckily for him, Deku soon learned that living tar pounding wasn't the only thing he could do. Turns out,
Jeez,
One
good
for All did
animation.
not originate with All Might. It had been passed down 8 times until it arrived at Deku, with each inheritance also carrying the previous user's natural quirk as well.
Like Black Whip, which lets him manifest crazy long and strong energy tendrils to tie
I haven't
his
seen
objects
everything
quick
about
around the
this, so I'm
city
going to be
or
spoiling
shoot one
myself
out
a
of
little
his
bit.
mouth, just like our girl Fruppy.
And
Oh,
Danger
God.
Sense, which gives him a minor
Fruppy,
reactive
another
precognition.
favorite.
AKA, he's Spider-Man. Not even a reach. The mangaka is like the biggest Spidey fan ever.
He can also produce a smoke screen to mask his presence, float in midair, or store kinetic energy over time with Fa Jin. Oh,
Like that. By storing up enough,
Okay.
he can even match All Might's max power without any recoil to boot. Strong enough to change the weather and create city block-sized tornadoes with a single punch.
and he's even stronger with his newest quirk, Gear Shift, which allows him to increase the speed of an object anytime he touches
Wait a second, is he
In conjunction with
Luffy?
the power of All for One, he can use this to warp reality itself. Deku can go toe-to-toe with arch-villains like Shigaraki, who's fast enough to react to and catch laser beams with his bare hands.
But nothing could prepare him for All Might's archenemy, the shadowy leader of the League of Villains, All for One.
All for
All
one.
Might only ever showed his young pupil kindness and support, but that couldn't change the absolutely crushing pressure Deku felt at every moment.
Even classically trained dickhead Bakugo came to help his teammate out when he needed it. Like when they teamed
That
up
was
to
neat.
share One for All
Little
and
comic
punch
panel
an
animation.
island-sized hole in the clouds 24 miles high.
Just goes to show that even One for All isn't a one-man army. Deku's true strength comes from his teamwork between himself and his friends.
Yep.
And with their help, Deku will surely become that beacon of hope he dreamt about as a child.
One hero for all mankind.
Fucking All Might. My God.
Magic! You
Still
know
so
it,
cool.
you love it, and in the world of Black Clover, it doesn't come from a box you bought at a tacky West
This I
Hollywood
know
custom
absolutely
shop.
nothing about.
Everyone's got it.
Mana is the source of all magic.
Gonna be a lot more listening in
supernatural
this
energy
portion.
Found in the air and in living beings, except living beings whose names are Asta.
Not only was the young Asta an orphan abandoned by his mother at a church as a baby, he was born with a mutation that prevents him from having any mana to speak of.
Just
well, neither do I.
be a
You
badass
don't hear me
warrior.
crying about it.
Yes, you do, all of the time. But Asta had a dream. Despite his lack of magic, he and his best friend Yuno promised each other one of them would rise to the throne of the greatest military position in the land, the Wizard King.
Wizard
Really,
King?
guys? Sometimes they call it Magic Emperor, but we all know what they mean.
Yeah.
So he dedicated himself to getting swole as all hell in a world of nerds. He would be
Duh.
its lone jock god, shoving every
There you
last
go.
wizard into a locker until they crowned him king.
That's exactly what
Huge
anybody would
frightening
do.
Pectorals on a tiny screaming goblin child weren't enough on its own. He needed something powerful enough to shut down his opponent's magic.
He needed the 5-leaf clover grimoire.
Essentially a book of spells, a grimoire will choose its user and float beside their wielder at all times.
And Asta was lucky enough to receive the Uno reverse card of grimoires. The 5-leaf clover can harness the power
That's why
of
they call it Black
anti-magic,
Clover.
which will literally nullify the effects of other magic spells. Almost like wizard kryptonite. Let the locker stuffing commence. Haha, get nerds!
It wasn't long before Asta was accepted into one of the 9 squads of Clover Kingdom's Magic Knights, the Black Bulls, filled with lazy drunkards, antisocial otakus, and literal sociopaths.
My kind of people! Mostly. But much like with Asta, you shouldn't judge a grimoire by its cover. And soon they were all working together and kicking ass like a family should.
Asta harnesses the power of anti-magic by summoning swords imbued with it from the grimoire.
But where's this hot
Normally,
anime
these swords would
girlfriend?
quickly drain the mana from anyone foolish enough to wield them.
Where's his
but
waifu?
Asta does not have any mana, turning his greatest weakness into a one-of-a-kind strength.
He's got his classic Demon Slayer, an enormous greatsword which cuts through spells with its edge and deflects them
Hey,
with
Guts.
its blade. or the
going on,
Demon
buddy?
Dweller, which can also absorb and copy magic, then toss it right back to sender.
I think my personal favorite is the more complex Demon Destroyer, which severs the relationship between a spell's cause and effect, countering the effects of
I like
its
this
magic.
book.
This could result in anything from healing a village that was inflicted with poison to
It's like a Mary
preventing
Poppins
reincarnation.
purse.
Yeah, okay, some of these can get a little heady. I personally
probably
prefer keeping it simple, like
triggers
using
some of you.
anti-magic telekinesis to surf
You
on
could
your sword
surf
through
on
the
it?
sky.
It's
Awesome.
worth noting that these swords are made specifically for countering magical attacks and sources of mana. The swords will act as though blunted when striking non-magical foes, more akin to giant clubs than actual blades. Not entirely inconsistent with real-life greatswords.
But none of that's even close to as cool as his deadliest sword, the Demon Slasher, a katana as black as the pits of hell and twice as badass.
What the fuck happened to his
This
arm?
one actually does cut like a sword, but it's complicated. It lets Asta actually select what he does and does not want to cut, only affecting his target while leaving anything else unharmed.
Okay, at this point, isn't that just magic?
Magic with a loophole.
And he's studied the blade long enough to become a master swordsman to boot. Not in the real life sense, in the anime sense.
He can spin himself like a tornado to deflect magic spells, thrust forward at top speed like a charging bull, launch a barrage of anti-magic projectiles, and even channel anti-magic into his swords to vastly increase
Good
their size.
God.
Well, while he may be no good with mana, he has learned to detect ki. Because, of course,
The life force existing in all things. Asta
Excuse
can
me.
detect hidden opponents and even predict their movements ahead of time, as long as he's fast enough to react.
with such crazy powers, Asta was taking on threats like the Eye of the Midnight Sun, the Devil Zagrid, and the Dark Triad. So many nerds, never enough lockers. Too bad for Asta, though. He had one serious inner demon.
Literally, housed within the five-leaf clover grimoire was Liba, a demon exiled from hell for completely lacking
My
magical
God.
powers, and who just so
This is a
happened
lot
to
like
get adopted
Berserk.
by Asta's mother.
Until he got possessed
Just a
by
very
a different demon and killed
cute
her.
version?
Vowing vengeance on all demonkind, Liba manifested anti-magic from his hatred as a way to kick their asses, which gave him and Asta a lot of common ground, despite the whole, mom murder thing.
In fact, the two
I need to
became
watch
true
this
brothers
anime,
and
is what
formed
I'm
an
saying.
unstoppable duo. Liba can actually fully merge with Asta for a massive power boost that lasts up to 5 minutes, at the cost of leaving Asta nearly powerless for the next half hour.
Come on,
Ah,
it's
okay.
I'll take it if I get to be strong enough to slice buildings to pieces,
Right.
obliterate huge chunks of earth, and tear the most powerful demons apart. Give me the goddamn book. I'm the book boy, okay?
I'm the
Even
book boy.
characters earlier in the series, like Patoli, had magic capable of completely vaporizing the entire Clover Kingdom in a single attack. And demons that Asta has fought since then, like Dante and Lucifero, are leagues stronger.
Hell, screw all these demon forms and anti-magic powers. Asta's body is so incredibly well trained, he dodged a beam of light while sleeping. As in, he was
Jeez.
asleep, and the force of his sneeze pushed his head out of the way of a beam of light.
Wow.
Light speed sneezes, everyone.
And despite his headstrong and irritating personality,
AKA screaming at the top of his lungs as often as possible.
Asta's an intelligent
So
fighter
Goku.
who has leveraged his skill against far more experienced foes.
But he wouldn't be anywhere without the ragtag band of deviants he calls friends.
Yeah.
With them at his side, there's no way
Look like
he
a
won't
cool
climb
group.
the ranks to take the Wizard King's throne. Especially with Yuno pushing them both to get stronger.
Unlike other classic shonen rivalries, this one isn't tainted by antagonism. They truly want what's best for each other, even if they're competing for the same throne.
Yuno's gonna need all the luck he can get, cause even if Asta never gets mana of his own, his true magic is never given up.
That's right. Never surrender. That's my
All
ninja
right,
way.
the buttons are set and we
Let's
run the
go.
data through all possibilities.
I love how animes are
It's
just
time
basically
for
the
a
same thing but
death
reskin,
battle!
which is fine. I mean, I enjoy watching the stories with different animation. They're not all like 100% the same, duh.
I'm gonna have to rely on more than just my power to take him down.
Yeah, take him down. Do it with my power. Yeah.
Hit him really hard.
Yeah, that's what I imagine you do. Oh shit. Here we go.
Man, this guy can give even Luck a run for his money.
He's taking these hits from Deku like they're nothing. Which is pretty impressive. Oh my god.
Aren't swords supposed to be sharp? His speed isn't slowed by his sword's weight at all. Gotta hamper his movements and get that book out of his hands. Huh? He found me!
Is this what the American voice actor sounds like for Deku? Is he near it? Somebody let me know in the comments. Is that... Because I like the Japanese voices a little bit better. Actually, a lot better.
Wait! Are you not using magic? What kind of magic emperor would I be if I can't beat a guy like this? Detroit Smash!
Oh, wow. Took his swords away.
Detroit Smash!
Ooh.
Detroit Smash!
Oh! They took his book. That floppy tongue thing when Deku does it, it's just... I don't know how to take it seriously right now.
I don't know what Detroit is, but I've had enough of it. I'm having this!
Right? Trust me, buddy, you don't want to go to Detroit.
Hit me with all you've got, because I'm never going down!
Good God. This is pretty awesome. Good God. Oh, damn.
He's not going all out anymore.
That's
I
right.
just gotta hit him really hard.
That's right, Deku.
You wanted my best? Here it is!
Don't destroy your body. Oh my God. It's gonna destroy his body, isn't it?
I did it.
Oh no. I didn't think they were sharp though.
Take that, Detroit.
Oh no, get out of there, Mr. Satan.
KO! Poor Deku. He tried his best, but Asta just shoved him into that great big locker in the sky.
Both Deku and Asta were fairly evenly
Great
matched
big
melee
locker in the
fighters
sky.
without any specific abilities to give one an easy edge over the other. Though, to be fair, the variety of quirks Deku inherited from past users of One for All did make him more versatile and unpredictable.
Plus, quirks are biological mutations, not connected to some supernatural energy source like mana. So Asta's anti-magic powers were basically useless here.
And Deku was generally a smarter and more tactical fighter, but against Asta's incredible might, this time brawn beat brains.
Let's crunch some numbers! Deku's greatest feat of strength was splitting that enormous cloud formation with Bakugo.
By measuring the size of the island and comparing it to the clouds above, we can determine they dispersed over 63 trillion kilograms of water.
That's the weight of the Great Pyramid of Giza. 12,000 of them!
Oh
And
my God.
required an energy of nearly 80 teratons of TNT per punch.
Let's compare that to Asta. Patoli's spell was going to be strong enough to vaporize a country the size of the Clover Kingdom.
We can use this map from the manga to estimate the size of Clover Kingdom to be about 500 kilometers in diameter, about half the length of Great Britain. Vaporizing a country of that size would require an energy of over 480 teratons of TNT, over 6 times greater than Deku's punch.
Wow.
While Asta uses anti-magic, it isn't an automatic counter. It needs to be comparable in strength to the spell it's combating. And Asta's gotten way stronger since.
Asta was also quicker.
Can't safely
scaling
access
to
max
Shigaraki
power.
would give Deku roughly light speed reaction time.
But Asta could dodge light in his sleep, and that's his base form, even before transforming with Liba to get way faster.
And since Deku and Asta's precognitive abilities more or less matched each other, it was only a matter of time before Asta simply overwhelmed him.
Especially since Deku has struggled in the past against faster opponents. Sure, Deku was smarter, but if he literally didn't have enough time to come up with a plan of attack before getting hammered, his brains were wasted.
Deku's tactical brilliance and harem-scarum tenacity definitely gave his opponent a run for his money, but Asta's raw power, blinding speed, and deadlier weaponry spelled the end for All Might's pupil.
Deku gave it his all, and I wish he had won. Hasta la vista.
The winner is Asta.
That's what a lot of people are saying right now.
Hey, if you want more Death Battle ASAP, why not grab a membership? You'll get exclusive emotes, badges, live chat, live streams, and a bunch of
There's actually a good
scenes.
pun, that
Just
one.
click that join button. Thanks for watching.
Okay, who's next? This is metal as hell. Season finale. What? Oh my shit. Oh my shit. Oh my shit. Oh my shit. Yes. Oh my god. I've been waiting on this one, okay? Deep in my soul. I never said anything about it, but I have been waiting on this one. Apparently a lot of you have, because it's the season finale. And it's going to be a bang. Got Gogeta versus, Jesus. Fuck, why did I forget his name? This is like my favorite anime series of all time, and I've forgotten the name. Vegito versus Gogeta. Sorry. Jeez, it took me a second there. Anyways, can't wait for that. Hope you guys like Deku versus Asta. I'm SpectralStar, and I'll see you guys on the season finale. I'm so ready. I hope you are too. Bye.